very good afternoon to all of you. We have been instructed that you have given 30 minutes. It reduced from 60 minutes to 30 minutes. But I've seen that the panel 1 discussion was going on. I think they have taken their full time. So this is the women empowerment, and this is the 5 women sitting on the stage. So let's see whether we cover it up in 30 minutes or in hours time. We'll try to make the session so interesting that definitely it will create a lot of interest among so many men, and the women are sitting here, all educators. My topic is of this panel discussion 2, women in AI and educational leadership driving inclusive innovation. One thing, even I was wondering why this topic is chosen, how exclusively the women can be, playing an important role for the AI development, for the educational transformation. But definitely the women brings lot of various perspectives for the AI development and for the educational transformation. How, when we talk about with the involvement of the leadership of a woman, because of its empathy, collaborative leadership can definitely lead to the AI development, and women can ensure that AI system should be ethical, it should be unbiased, as well it should be designed in such a way that ultimately it should be useful for the learners. So when we talk about the women involvement in it, because certain characteristics of the women are absolutely different as comparative to the male, because my topic is like that, no offense to the male sitting here in the audience, because definitely when we say the women are more meticulous in their planning, they have that emotional intelligence, that empathy is there, the collaborative leadership is there, and the adaptability, which is one of the biggest thing, and definitely all these things, they play a very, very important role in implementing the AI for the transformation of the higher education. I'm the Vice Chancellor of Noida International University. I have been listening to the panelists from the panel discussion 1. A lot of criticism was there about the AI. It's both the ways, whether you drive the AI or you allow the AI to drive you. It's very important that any technology, ultimately today if you see the era, it is a digital era. Today when we talk about the infrastructure for any educational transformation, we talk about the digital infrastructure should be very, very strong. Ultimately the time has changed. What it used to be when I was a student, and the needs as per the day, it has completely changed. So technology is always welcomed, but this is for you, the technology has to be used, that it can raise the potential of the human and should not replace the human from its interaction. That's very, very important. So AI, I always say that when we talk about the ChatGPT or we talk about the DeepSeek, or there are so many, such apps are there, that AI definitely, that's a huge data collection. Ultimately, we talk about it's a data-driven world. Everybody today, if I say data is a multi-millionaire business today, everything is data-driven today. Definitely, these are the tools, but then human brains cannot be replaced by anything, because ultimately the AI is born out of the human brain only. The data which the AI is collecting, just a tool that it's giving you the complete information, overall information to you, so that you can use that data, but then ultimately you have to use own brain for its innovation, inclusive innovation, and then this is how you can change the equitable educational transformation. That's very, very important. So this is up to you how you're going to use it. So this is just a little background I have given. Now my first question to my panelist: why is inclusive innovation important in AI for education? Who would like to take this question? All right, please go ahead.
A very good afternoon to all the eminent people who have joined here. First of all, I would like to say that man and men is already embedded in women and women. So no gender inclusive, it's already inclusive in it. So just to answer the inclusiveness, I was really inspired by the morning national anthem which was played to us who have attended it. It has an inclusive video that has been embedded. I think people those who have started the day with it, that was really the heart-touching one. So it's not that whatever, irrespective of the men or women or whoever thinking of any of the AI innovation part, inclusiveness includes everybody. For example, the one which has been played shows the how are we going to handle the specially abled children. So when we talk about education, education is not just for my son, daughter, or your son, daughter. It's also, nowadays we know that people, there are great parents who are handling the students, kids with autism. So what are the AI innovations are we going to make for them? How are we going to include them? So as a government, as a large scale picture, it's not about me thinking about my son, my nephew, my niece, or being the leadership of all. I think that is the most important aspect which as a community we can step together, and I'm pretty sure that AI is actually helping us in all that aspect, because the ratio of the doctor who's handling the autism or the parents, what is the percentage of the parents who are handling those? So how can we give the hands to them through AI is one aspect which I'd like to highlight at this opportunity. Thanks for it.
No, very correctly she has said that when we talk about the AI technology's benefit, definitely it's beyond gender, it's beyond the socio-economic or beyond the geographical location. Very well said. My next question is, what challenges do women...
May I please add a point?
Okay,
Yeah.
please.
So, good afternoon everyone. Myself Mayuri Mehta from Sarvajanik University. I would like to add a point to her view with example. Suppose AI experts are designing AI-based learning systems, and if they design that AI-based learning systems only in English language, then people or students from a rural area, they may not be able to understand those concepts. So all these solutions, they should be designed in multilingual language so that they can also understand. Moreover, different students, they have different learning capability, learning rate. So that should also be taken into consideration when it is inclusive. When suppose as she shared that able students should be taken into consideration. So if somebody is vision impaired, then voice assistance should be provided with that solution. If somebody is hearing impaired, then captions should be provided with those learning videos. So this is how we can make it more inclusive. And another example is we should provide equal opportunities. Like many times we see that in some conferences, if there are 10 keynote speakers, then only 1 or 2 are women speakers. And most of the speakers are male speakers. So that represents like young girl students, they may understand that AI is not meant for that. So that way, like equal opportunities and equal visibility should be provided for inclusive AI-based education. Thank you so much.
Very rightly said.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Astha Sharma, Principal and Dean, People's Institute of Management and Research, People's University, Bhopal. Sri Shakti Navacharasya Moolah. It means that it's the woman who innovates. It doesn't mean that man is not innovating. We are equal contributors. That's what Madam has just now said. Adding to the examples that Mayuri ma'am has stated just now, I would like to add to it like Moon Hub AI, and there are audio shakes which are made by women. Even Byju's and Upgrade women entrepreneurs are there who have added vernacular content to help different kind of students of different levels, because in class we have students of different levels studying. So to add all of them, and AI for all is very important. So including these examples, of course, we can add many where in different states of India where tribal students are there, students speaking various other languages. We have many languages in India and different dialects are also there. So AI is incorporating everything so that everybody is included. That's why it's inclusive.
That's very true. Because today if you see, if you want to really identify the potential of a child and understand what the child can do better, AI is playing a very important role in that. Would you like to speak on this? All right. What challenges do women face in AI and in educational leadership?
Okay.
Generally, people ask me that I am a leader, I am a vice chancellor from past 12 years. And I'm into leadership from past 15 years, and people definitely ask me that it's very difficult to establish the leadership of a woman, and the woman has to face a lot of challenges in establishing her leadership in any of the institution, either it is a corporate or it is an education system or any other field. But I do not know. I think if you are a right kind of a leader, if you are knowledgeable, if you have the capabilities, and if you are a good administrator, if you know how to deal with the things, I have never faced any of the challenges. And I never felt that any of the males are offended with the leadership of a woman. I have never encountered that. I have worked with so many universities in the country. I'm also the strategic advisor to many of the foreign universities as well. But I personally did not feel it. But this is the question I want to ask. What challenges do women face in AI and in educational leadership?
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Uma Bharadwaj. I'm really happy to be sharing this dais with Women Vice Chancellor. I have a couple of reasons for that, including AI. Yeah, first of all, I'm Chetna Sarang. I am an EdTech founder. Interestingly, I transitioned from being an assistant professor to a startup founder, and I have been navigating into various spaces. 6 years I worked as an assistant professor. Now currently our team is catering into AI education. I have authored 18 books for school students, which are great. Adopted by 500 schools across India and abroad on AI books as well. So I'll tell you why. I tried a lot of things, but none of them seeped into the market. There is a concept called product market fit. I got a lot of disruptive ideas, but nothing seeped. And I had to sustain. I could sustain by authoring and writing textbooks.
Oh, that's great.
Word is going somewhere, but textbooks are still important. You know, we talk about something, truly.
Yeah.
To sustain, I had to come there. Yeah. Talking about challenges women face. So today, Claude or ChatGPT, just give a prompt. We all know that prompts have made our life easy. We don't even want to write prompts. That's the thing. We are hurriedly, we know that it gives instantly.
True. Very rightly said.
So if I just say, I want to write to the Vice Chancellor of Noida University a mail and just leave it because I'm in hurry. You know what it says? Dear Sir. And then I have to say, she is a woman. Oh, sorry. The biases are clearly there. It's because the data, there's no offense. But there are reasons why men have been taking those roles. No, men don't object women taking roles. It's we ourselves limit. The moment there is a discussion happening, who is going to take that role, we doubt ourselves. We reject ourselves before anybody rejects us. Saying I have 2 kids, I have elderly care on my shoulders, responsibilities. I think I have to be working even on Sundays. I cannot attend weddings. I cannot be there and all that. So we build up things. So it's our own mindset. Trust me, I'm in business. Business doesn't see if a woman is running it or a man is running it. All they want is the right product fitting the right customers. Likewise, educational institutions also do not see if a man is running it or a woman. So it's just, I truly feel it's just the vibes we emit out when the discussions or the decisions are made in the boardroom. Whether you want to have it. I really want to know how did you accept this role, because I'm sure there would be a moment where you said yes and that changed the whole game. I mean, the moderator doesn't get much to say, but there is a leader
I will
here.
answer your question, definitely.
Yeah, I'm giving some food for thought because I don't want to be ChatGPT. You just ask a prompt and I endlessly go on giving something around the bush. So, yeah, the challenges are in the mindset. AI or technology itself has very less role to limit any woman in this field. course. I happen to be a trainer when I jumped out from being a professor for multiple reasons, because I started seeing teaching profession as more of a clerical job, which I didn't want to do. And why do I take a PhD to just fill up the form for NAC and NBA and all that? I didn't want to do that. I just got out, started my own firm, running it in my own way. I'm very happy. Even with 500 rupees of my account balance for first 2 years of my startup. So I'm okay. So that's the thing. So yeah, what I want to say is, initially when I got out as a trainer, people didn't accept me because there are women trainer in soft skills and they are accepted. But in technology, the moment they said there is a lady coming to train AI, they would say maybe only her communication skills are good. She may not be having technical knowledge. And then when I presented well, they said she only makes up things by her dress up. And then I had to prove really hard that I'm good in all of these things. Is there a problem you see? It took years for me to establish that I can look good, I can present well, I can speak well, and I can also train on technologies well. So it takes some time, but it is doable. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I would like to add some points here, like being head of the department and being convener and head of several other committees at the university level. What I usually see, and I see that commonly female faculty members, they have one reason, that madam, we don't have time because we have to balance between family responsibilities and this professional responsibilities. So many times I have seen that even if we provide them opportunity, like if we ask them to lead the Center of Excellence, we ask them to lead the project, AI project, so they refuse. They have fear that we will not be able to give sufficient time because we are lacking time. Many times, being the international relation officer, many times I have offered them certain opportunities, and the reason is, no, we are not ready to take up this responsibility because when it is international activity, we have to match the time of different countries when we conduct meetings. Sometimes it happens in the morning at 6 a.m., sometimes it happens in the evening at 11 p.m., and then they refuse. So many opportunities are provided, but they always have this common reason: they lack confidence. Second reason, they are lacking in continuous learning. AI is evolving. I am AI researcher. I am very passionate about AI research. And when we provide them opportunity, so like AI is evolving at very fast pace, and every year a huge concept, a new concept is introduced. So if they need to stay updated, they have to attend conferences, they have to attend faculty development program, they have to attend courses on MOOC platforms, or they have to stay updated anyway. But they are like, we cannot participate in conferences, we cannot go to attend FDP outside our city, we cannot complete these courses because we don't have time. So they do not remain updated, and that's why also like they feel that they don't have time, and these are the reasons they usually share with me. And I feel that these are the challenges they face. Yeah.
I would like to add, apart from this, I'm representing the Amrita Vishwavidyapitham, which was actually the founder is Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi. And after that, if you see, the Pro-Vice Chancellor is Dr. Manisha. So there is actually enough women leaders to inspire us from our university to lead that. So I would just like to see a point that if you don't fit, we have to see that as an opportunity and then make it up. Say, I think people would have come across Ms. Sudha Murthy, the first women engineer in Tata, when it was that time, the resume was automated. The thing is that it was the data bias, not the human bias was actually involved. The data shown that all the male engineer resumes were given. So she took out the step to write to Ratan Tata that such a pay exists. So that means it is the opportunities are there. Somewhere it is actually missing, where I think it is our responsibility to just step out. Nobody stops us and nobody makes us to just remind. I think that is the one which as a woman or the thing have to bring up the courage and tell that. And of course the society is with us, and although it mentioned that all women leaders in our university, it is being supported by men around. And in family, today I just came along with my husband, in-laws, everybody have supported that. So I think it's the women who have to step out so that I think the entire community is with us. That's my point. Thank you.
So the conditioning has an issue. Basically,
True,
that's the problem. It takes a lot of time to change that mindset, and we have come up. That's why we are here. And there are many more, not just we. So we have an entrepreneur as well as so many academicians. The point is, the brain has to work not dependent on AI but independently on regardless of anyone there. Amazon had a problem with the software where during hiring, because the old database had women names, so while hiring it was taking all men, not the women. So they dropped that software. So software conditioning has to be customized, personalized. These are certain areas where, that's what I said, Audio Shake is also one such kind of software where the music has to be personalized and reconstructed. So it is not about men and women, it is about designing. So design should be made properly, as well as there was also one problem with the facial recognition software, where women were discarded, women CVs and women data was discarded off because of the facial and color of the women. So that was again a problem which was discarded off. So of course we are in the transition phase and it will happen, it will change. So I second your thought, ma'am. Definitely it's never ever that we have faced any barrier due to AI. We are growing a lot, and we are growing with a zeal, enthusiasm, and a big team around us, supporting us, including everybody, not just women, but men are there, what madam said. So our spouse, our brothers, our family members, our fathers have made us what we are here today. So definitely this platform is giving us an opportunity to share our thoughts. So I second your thoughts.
Yeah. This is basically, today we are not debating on a man or a woman. We always say that behind the successful man there is a woman. And I'll say that behind my success there is a man, that is my husband. And he has been my mentor throughout. He's been the vice chancellor of many universities. So this is, it depends upon your mental conditioning. Even when I was going through my family way, even I did not take a break for a day, you know, although the maternity, I started my career from the government university. And the 6-month maternity is given, and I was the only professor who was teaching genetic engineering to the students in those days. I myself, 10th day, it was a Caesar baby, my baby is sitting there, there's a proud child, Ravira Bhardwaj is sitting there. So when 10th day, you will not believe it, when my stretches was removed, I went and I taught a class. And you know, in the university it is a 1.5 hour class time, you know. Just because if you create barriers for yourself, if you limit your mind, I tell you, this is just a mental conditioning what you have said. Nothing can stop you. People take break. If the child is born, everything, you know, they take it as a hurdle. But there was not a single day break in my life, I truly speaking, because I have a very supportive family. So it depends upon how supportive husband you have at home, how supportive in-laws you have at home. And the same way, the women need to be very supportive for the husband. So when we talk about, I'm sorry because the topic is like that in the role of a woman in the AI, because I feel what extra women can do into this AI development, but definitely men and women are working with the same pace. And many times I forget that I'm a woman, you know, and start behaving as a man, because it is, my role is like that, you know. So this is your mindset, and AI, I tell you, is a very good thing. AI is my personal friend also. When I am alone, I use AI. I just keep chatting with the AI. And it really motivates you at time. I'm truly telling you, please try it. You can make AI your friend and start chatting with it. If you're sitting at the airport, your flight get delayed by 2 hours, just talk to AI. Don't look here and there. AI will teach you something great. It's not like that. But yes, I always said that. It's a data-driven thing. And everything depends on the human brain, how to use it. This is very correctly she said, we do not have a patience that even we want to give a prompt to the AI. if you can just, you should take a guideline from the AI. See, I want to write a research project in this particular area, what all things I can include. So, this is very, very instrumental today. When I was my PhD student, just for 2 references I tell you, I had searched the libraries of all top universities of the country, and I was doing it in collaboration with the Stockholm University, Sweden. He was the well-known scientist of those times, Anderson. I had to go everywhere for searching 2 references, 3 references. Today, you just click a button and everything is there. So, that is definitely the technology is saving your time, and I believe that time is money. So, technology, evolving technology, I always welcome it, but then you should know that you should not become the puppet in the hand of the technology. Rather, you should know how to control the technology. So, definitely this is a blessing for this generation, that the technology is evolving so well and so fast, but it should be regulated by us. Yeah. So,
I just want to add on that, if I may. So, we are here to talk about AI education as well, being women. So, what I want to say is that wherever we go, we are talking about whether to use AI, how to use AI, as if something is going to change after a discussion. We go back and do the same things as we did before. The whole question is, are we questioning the systems before we add AI on top of it? That is the real question, I think, in the education system. Because we are, each time we say AI does this, AI does that, today it does this, we are always saying we have added and built AI on top of 100-year-old education system. So that's where I see there is a huge gap. Why it isn't fitting well? Because the systems are old, AI doesn't follow on the new systems.
The next question which I'm going to ask you, that how AI can improve the teaching and learning in the higher education.
Yeah, I'll be quick to say that we all started with chalk and talk. When we were students, a teacher taught using chalkboard. How many of you still feel that that was effective? Please raise your hands. How was it effective, including me? Because there is creativity and thought pattern formation when we are writing. Students are also capturing that thought. And then, how many of you feel eased by the smart boards and PPTs today? We all feel eased. But the attention, the retainment, the thinking abilities have cut down. Now, on top of it, there is AI. So, should I say use only one method? No. My only approach in my experimentation is that when you open up a topic, say you want to teach business, first draw a wave and ask them, this is the topic, this is the image. Tell me, what do you think? Let us spark the creativity, thought pattern, critical thinking thought pattern. Use the blackboard and chalk yet, but for 5 minutes only to make them think and grab them into that topic.
Very true.
Next, I insist, put the PPT because it gives more details. And then use AI not to generate answers. Invoke better questions from the students. Get questions. Teachers used to feed their ego by making students follow and answer. But now we have to feed our ego by the kind of questions the students ask. Put that on the ChatGPT or AI, Claude, any tool, and then debate on the questions, debate on the answers from the knowledge base. If we have this 3-layered approach, it's going to be wonderful. Let us not give away the old ones for the new ones which doesn't fit, but this is the way. This is what I have been practicing.
Yeah, that's very
Thank you.
true.
In addition to that, as a higher educator, what we see, we all use Bloom's taxonomy. So the 5th and 6th level itself is thinking, creating, evaluating. So when we say that creating, evaluating, and out of the box generation of different ideas by student, the question paper itself has to be made like that. So while what madam has said, we have to add that mentoring and guidance in the classroom, which is very creative. So that kind of approach if we are using, of course, we can help students. Yes.
I believe there are enormous ways how AI can improve teaching and learning, and not only teaching and learning methodology, but it can also improve the efficiency of educational institutions. I usually conduct workshops on AI tools for everyone, irrespective of domain. It may be medical domain, it may be agriculture, it may be business, it may be education institution, because several tools are useful for everyone. So I tell you that, suppose for example, being teacher, to create presentation or to create diagrams, it takes hours. But if you use right tools to create diagram, it takes minutes. If you use right tools to create presentation, again it takes minutes. If you use right tools to create short videos to demonstrate some concepts to students, it takes minutes. But if you wish to create on your own, then this takes hours. Not only that, suppose you are conducting a meeting and you want to create the minutes of meeting. So there are several tools which are useful to summarize the minutes of meeting, and they convert voice into text also.
Yes.
There are also, like, I'm not sure how many of you have used Notebook LM. Any one of you?
Yeah,
See,
we use it
Notebook
very
LM,
regularly.
right? There are several tools, because I used to cover 5 to 10 tools to create PPT, 5 to 10 to create diagrams, 5 to 10 to create videos, 5 to 10 to create summaries and all. Not only that, being teacher, like we used to draw question paper and we used to set quizzes on our own. But if we take the help of right tools to create these quizzes and questions papers, then yeah, you need to edit those question papers and quizzes once it generates, once it is generated by AI tool. But it takes minutes to generate these quizzes. Not only that, you can assess these examinations using right AI tools. So there are enormous amounts of tools. Like I used to provide a list of 100 tools which are very useful in education, right? So like there are enormous ways which I cannot cover here. Okay, thank you so much.
So when we talk about what is the role of the AI in the higher education teaching and learning, I implemented this AI certification by IBM with a specific table of content. There are 14 schools in my university, including the medical sciences as well, with the exclusive table of content. If you are introducing the AI in the education system, it definitely can do the wonders, because the application part of it, the student should know. That how you are going to implement teaching the anatomy, how you are going to implement it for teaching the physiology, how you are implementing it for teaching the data science, all these things, or in biotechnology when you are using the molecular biology, how you are making the application of these AI tools. That is very, very important. So then how judiciously, how intelligently, how innovatively if you are using that tools, definitely it is a boon. Because when we talk about the administrator, a lot of time used to go for writing the minutes of the meeting of academic council, executive council, governing body. Today the meeting ended and minutes of the meeting are ready and signed by me in half an hour's time. Definitely it's saving your time. Otherwise it used to be the deputy registrar, then preparing the minutes of the meeting, showing it to the registrar, ultimately it's reaching to the vice chancellor. It used to waste full 1 week time. And we used to give 10 reminders to the registrar, see still the minutes of the meeting have not reached. Today the meeting ended. If you have the right tool, use it, everything is finished, sign it. So time is money.
Yes, ma'am. In addition to that, I think most of the private universities have already adopted it. The project-based learning has been started in the early stage, in the first year itself. As one of the speakers in the earlier panel was insisting on the fundamental, people believe it or not, we at Amrita University in 2019 itself, we started that your basic math, which is a probabilistic linear algebra optimization, has to be linked along with your machine learning algorithms with the application, which will be user interface design. It's almost 3 to 4 courses they are integrating together as a project based, and they're showing that as their outcome to, they are approaching the industry and then they are making it up. I think that shift all happened because of the development in these tools is what we believe in. Most of the universities are behind that and making it up.
So there is a time constraint. I got a signal from there that please wrap up your session within 2 minutes time. So I'm definitely wrapping it up, and AI is definitely useful. I'm thankful to all of you. I'm thankful to the team. I'm thankful to the organizers. I'm thankful to my son-in-law, Alan Kapoor is sitting there. My daughter, Ravira Bhardwar, is sitting there. Both of them are the actors. Thank you so much for sparing your time for this. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.